Well, shifting gears back to hoops, and the U.S. men's basketball team has lost yet another player. Kevin Love withdrawing from Team USA. He continues to deal with a right calf injury that kept him out of a significant part of the NBA season. Love spent 10 days with the team in Las Vegas preparing for the Olympic Games, but he said, you need to be at absolute peak performance to compete at the Olympic level, and I am just not there yet. So Love departed today after it was determined that Bradley Beal was also coming off the roster due to being in COVID-19 protocols. Adrian Wojnarowski reports Keldon Johnson of the Spurs and JaVale McGee of the Nuggets are being added to fill those two roster spots. Keep in mind, more help is coming. Devin Booker, Drew Holiday, and Chris Middleton are going to finish the NBA Finals and then join Team USA. Our NBA reporter Brian Windhorst has been covering Team USA and joining us now from Las Vegas. Windy, the Americans' first game at the Olympics is just over 1 week away. July 25th is the date. Now, with all of these changes continuing to happen, how is the roster currently situated?
Yeah, and that game was against France, a team that beat them in the medal round in China 2 years ago. So a difficult game coming out of the gate. I have to say, in talking to some of the Team USA players today, they seemed still confident that everybody was sticking in, confident that they were going to be able to get some traction once they get their new players in. Some good news, Jeremy Grant, who's in protocols, if he continues to test negative, should be out of quarantine tomorrow. And I have to say, while losing Kevin Love obviously was, hurtful, Kevin Love, I feel, gave them a bit of a favor here because he knew he wasn't 100% healthy and he wasn't playing correctly. And with where they are as a team, they can't have a roster spot that's not contributing. Allowing the team to replace him may end up being a very good thing for this squad.
Okay, so another interesting development. I mean, the Olympic Games haven't even started, and there's so many stories coming out. The Blazers' Damian Lillard questioned today about a report that the Blazers star would soon request to be traded out of Portland. Here's Lillard's response to that report earlier this afternoon.
I woke up to those reports. A lot of people reaching out to me, but it's not true. I'll start off the rip and say it's not true. I said the last time I spoke to you guys that a lot of things are being said, and it hasn't come from me. So number one is it's not true, and secondly, I'll also say that I haven't made any firm decision. My intentions and my heart has always been set on being in the Trailblazers uniform for my entire career. But I think you want to win it all. You know what I'm saying? And I want to win it all in a Trailblazers uniform. But we all have to be making strides toward that.
Do you expect to be in a Portland uniform this season?
Yeah, I expect to be.
Okay, Wendy. Lillard said that the report is not true, but he still may be in that wait-and-see mode about staying in Portland. So where is this situation headed at this point?
Yeah, let me just cut through it all for you. He is holding Neil O'Shea and the Blazers organization's feet to the fire. He wants to see them make major improvements to the roster, and he wants to see it now. He's watching a finals where he sees the Bucks, who traded for Drew Holiday and PJ Tucker, are playing for the title, and the Suns, who traded for Chris Paul, playing for the title, coming off watching the Lakers win after making the Anthony Davis trade. After being in the playoffs 8 straight years, but losing in the first round 4 of the last 5, Dame doesn't want the status quo. He wants to go forward, and he's basically letting it be known, go forward or my decision about my future may change. But the difficulty is to get players to want to come to Portland, to get the Blazers to invest in making major moves. They've got to know that Dame Lillard is fully committed. It's a chicken and egg situation. And so that's one of the things that is going to be discussed tonight here in Vegas as General Manager Neil O'Shea and new coach Chauncey Billups have a scheduled meeting with Dame Lillard. Now, I am told that this meeting was already on the books. It is not a reaction to this trade report today. But obviously, with Dame leaving in a couple of days for 3 weeks, during the draft and during free agency, what gets said at that meeting could be very important in the short-term future of Dame and the Blazers.
Very convoluted situation. So thank goodness we have Brian Windhorst breaking it all down for us and all the latest from the men's Olympic basketball team. Thank you so much, Brian.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.